Meet your speakers. Dade Oluwamu Adeniyi, a young creative teen, a dancer and art lover, a music maker with an eager heart to learn, a fun lover and a people inspirer. Kamsi Chima, a Dakopsa public speaking ambassador, an entrepreneur and owner of KC Foods and Beverages, a public speaker with Microsoft and video editing skills, a YouTuber and a computer tech. Chidubem Nora Arinze, a year 7 student with a passion for the round leather game, an international and local striker. She competed at the Cobbies competition Bangkok. She is a swimmer, a bronze medal holder in shot put, a silver medal striker, and the highest goal scorer at a tournament. Okay, a digital marketing consultant and trainer, a certified digital advertiser and marketer, a personal development champion, digital skills, modern computing and data expert, a thought leader and speaker. Uke is also a panelist. And your host, Marybeth Chima, an educator, an author, the founder of the PTM Academy, convener of the Baby Steps to Purpose Conference 2021.
All right, good afternoon again, everyone. Let me apologize deeply. We had to start this session late because our guest had an exam today. And so he got back and had to settle a bit, right? So we are so sorry that this is starting a bit late. So we're just going to go right to it. Can see and you can hear me, please let me know that you can, and let me know that you can, and so that I don't know, it looks like the network. Okay, I hope we don't have issues with the network today. All right, so yes, I was saying, if you were in the last session with Mr. Yuki Unum, or if you weren't in that session, please, you need to go and catch a replay of that session. It was an amazing, amazing session with a young person. I mean, I am excited when young people are doing amazing things, or when they are even making steps, or when they are even trying at all. I am usually blown away when I see young people trying. Okay, so my name is Marybeth Chima. I am the convener of the Parenting Through Mentorship Academy and group. I am your host for this conference. So today we are going to be talking about how we can take we have our guest in the house, and in this session we're going to be talking about taking baby steps towards purpose. Okay, I think my guest is having a bit of network glitch. If you just give me let's just give us a minute. Let's see if we can sort that out, please. Just a minute, please. Thank you.
Meet your speakers. Dade Oluwamu Adeniyi, a young creative teen, a dancer and art lover, a music maker with an eager heart to learn, a fun lover and a people inspirer. Kamsi Chima, a Dakopsa public speaking ambassador, an entrepreneur and owner of KC Foods and Beverages, a public speaker with Microsoft and video editing skills, a YouTuber, and a computer tech. Chidubem Nora Arinze, a year 7 student with a passion for the round leather game, an international and local striker. She competed at the Cobbies competition Bangkok. She is a swimmer, a bronze medal holder in shot put, a silver medal striker, and the highest goal scorer at a tournament. Okay, a digital marketing consultant and trainer, a certified digital advertiser and marketer, a personal development champion, digital skills, modern computing and data expert, a thought leader and speaker. Uke is also a panelist. And your host, Marybeth Chima, an educator, an author, the founder of the PTM Academy, convener of the Baby Steps to Purpose Conference 2021.
Okay.
All right, people, welcome back. I think the network has chosen a day to come for us. I hope we would defeat it. All right, beautiful. So our guest today is Kansuyo Chukwuchima, and he's going to be talking to us about taking baby steps towards purpose. He's going to talk to us about what it means, what purpose means, and what it means to start taking steps towards that purpose. So Kansuyo is a young man that has been supported, right? He's a young man that has been supported, and we want to ask him what that support means to him, or if he even feels he's been supported. Because, as I said when I was talking with when Uki came on, it's one thing to support Yuki. Yeah, it's one thing to support our children. It's another for our children to feel supported. So it's one thing for us as parents to be doing. It's another for the child to recognize that you're doing. And then whatever it is that you're even doing with your children, or however it is you're supporting your children, are you supporting them from a place of what you want them? Are you supporting them from a place of what you want for them? Or you're supporting them from a place of what you can recognize in them, what you're picking, the cues that you're picking from them, okay, the gifts that you can see in them, the talents that you can see in them, and the things that they are interested in. They're two different things. So we want to make sure that when we support our children, we're supporting our children from a place that is not selfish. We're supporting them from a place that is not serving our parental ego, but rather serving the interests of the child. Because by and large, in parenting, your child is the most important factor in parenting. All right, so I am going to bring my guest right on screen right about now. So let's make some noise for the amazing Kamsiyo Chukwuchima. Hey you, good afternoon. How are you, Kamsi? It's good to have you here. You are live. Can you see me? Can you hear me, Kamsi?
Yes, I can see, I can hear, and it's great. It's great to be here to be here today. Right. I was backstage during Mr. Oke's class, and I was amazed. My mind was blown. So please give a round of applause for Mr. Oke and for my mom, the convener of the Parenting Through Mentorship Academy and of this conference. I know how busy you've been, Mom. I see you're working, and well done for everything.
Thank you so much. I don't know why you're frozen on my screen. I can't quite see. I can't see you moving on my screen. You're frozen. All right. I hope you can hear Kamsi. I can hear him. Please, if you can hear him, just say in the comments that you can. If you can see both of us, please say in the comments that you can see us. Welcome, Onyinye. It's good to see you. Please remember to give StreamYard access. If you're watching, give StreamYard access so when you comment, we can know who is commenting. right? So we can know who's commenting. And feel free, please, to share your comments here. It's a young people we're doing today, so it's very nice when we're communicating so that we can get them gingered or get them, doing this. They don't do this every day, right? Great. Kamsi is still frozen on my screen for whatever reason. All right, that's fine. Okay, Kamsi, so we're just going to jump right into it. And you said you would rather we have an interaction where I ask you questions and you answer. So you don't want to take the stage alone. You want us to interact throughout the session. So we are honoring that, and we are going to interact throughout the session. So let's start by asking you, what does purpose mean to you? So when you say purpose, what does it mean to you as a young person?
Okay, thank you very much. So to me, purpose is made up of is a combination of many different things. It's made up of your experiences, what you love to do, that's your interest, the talents that God has granted you, the skills that you have attained throughout your life, and this and what you enjoy doing.
Okay.
Right. So I've learned, my parents have ground this into me for a really long time. I've learned about all this. I've learned all this about purpose. So it's been great. It's been great working and learning about my purpose.
All right.
So your purpose is made up of many different things, as I just said now. And it's important. There's no age to learning about this. But it's something that if you learn early, that it sets you up for a very good life. Right.
All right. So where basically you're saying that purpose is not just one thing; it's a combination or is a component of many things. What did you say? Did you say your experience? Did you mention your experience?
Yes, I
Okay.
did.
Okay, you said your personality. Did you mention your personality? Okay, you said something.
I had a feeling I was missing something out. Yes, your personality is part of what forms your purpose. Your personality is who you are, your point of view when you're seeing things. That's your point of view. That's what forms your personality.
All right then. All right, so beautiful. So would you say that you've always heard, you've always had purpose in your face, or your parents have always said, oh, come see, right from when you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, or you've always heard them say purpose, you have to seek a purpose. Has it always been purpose outright?
To be honest, I'd say no. I haven't heard this word until I was about 17. I'm
17.
7. I didn't hear this word till I was about 7, when my mom started asking me about what I think I could do to gain exposure and to get and
Are you
to
there, Kamsi? Can you hear me?
yes, I can. So I didn't hear the word
Can you
purpose
hear me,
till I was
Kamsi?
yes, I
Please, we
can.
can
Can
hear
you hear
Kamsi.
me?
I can't hear him. If you can hear him, let me know. Okay, we're not seeing him. Someone said we're not seeing you, Kamsi.
Oh, my network.
The network has chosen to come for us today.
Why? Why today? Can you hear me now, mommy?
Someone said I can hear Kamsi. Is it? I can't hear him. I can't hear him.
Should I try logging out and
Let's take a
coming back
little break
in?
also again and see if we can deal with this. Sorry about this. Let's take a little break and see how we can deal with this.
Meet your
Okay.
speakers. Dade Oluwamu Adeniyi, A young creative teen, a dancer and art lover, a music maker, with an eager heart to learn, a fun lover, and a people inspirer. Kamsi Chima, a Dakopsa public speaking ambassador, an entrepreneur and owner of KC Foods and Beverages, a public speaker with Microsoft and video editing skills, a YouTuber, and a computer tech. Chidubem Nora Arinze, a year 7 student with a passion for the round leather game, an international and local striker. She competed at the Hobbies competition Bangkok. She is a swimmer, a bronze medal holder in shot put, a silver medal striker, and the highest goal scorer at a tournament. Okay, a digital marketing consultant and trainer, a certified digital advertiser and marketer, a personal development champion, digital skills, modern computing and data expert, a thought leader and speaker. Uke is also a panelist. And your host, Marybeth Chima, an educator, an author, the founder of the PTM Academy, convener of the Baby Steps to Purpose Conference 2021.
All right, let me see if I got my hosts by guests back. Sorry about that. We are having quite a horrible network glitch today. Sorry about this. Third world internet.
Okay, can you hear me now, Mom?
I don't know why this session. Sorry about this. Just hang in there for a bit. Let's see if we can fix this. So sorry about this. I'm so sorry.
All right, you can hear me now. Can you? Can you hear me now?
It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Let's take another break and see. Let's take just another break and see if we can look for another option today. Sorry about this. I'm so sorry.
Meet your speakers. Dade Oluwamu Adeniyi, a young creative teen, a dancer and art lover, a music maker, with an eager heart to learn, a fun lover, and a people inspirer. Kamsi Chima, a Dakopsa public speaking ambassador, an entrepreneur and owner of KC Foods and Beverages, a public speaker with Microsoft and video editing skills, a YouTuber, and a computer tech. Chidubem Nora Arinze, a year 7 student with a passion for the round leather game, an international and local striker. She competed at the Hobbies competition Bangkok. She is a swimmer, a bronze medal holder in shot put, a silver medal striker, and the highest goal scorer at a tournament. Okay, a digital marketing consultant and trainer, a certified digital advertiser and marketer, a personal development champion, digital skills, modern computing and data expert, a thought leader and speaker. Uke is also a panelist. And your host, Marybeth Chima, an educator, an author, the founder of the PTM Academy, convener of the Baby Steps to Purpose Conference 2021.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the comments and I can see people saying they can hear me, they can see me. I can't hear, can see. I can't see, can see. So that's the challenge that I have here. So what we do is we will just we'll try again and see. I don't understand why it is so like that. So please, can you keep the comments coming so that I get my feeders from you and we can continue. All right, so Kamsi, can you confirm that you can hear me? Can you hear me, Kamsi?
Yes, I can hear you very clearly. It's funny how Wi-Fi can fluctuate at the worst possible times.
So can you hear Kamsi? Because I can't hear him. I cannot hear Kamsi. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Please, if you can, that feedback will be very helpful. I can't see him. I can't hear him. Kamsi, I want to ask again. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can see and hear you clearly, Mom. Can they hear?
Okay, so it won't be easy to do this if I cannot see him or hear him, because right now I can't really. Sorry about this, everyone. Let's see what we can do here. And my network is showing me no trouble. It's connected. That's what it tells me, showing me that it's connected.
Okay, can you hear me now, Mom?
Why is this? Okay, so let's see if I can switch from one network to the other and see how that works. All right, just hang in there. Let me see if I can switch from one network to the other. I'm switching now. Breeze has internet, so.
Can you hear me now, Mom?
Mary, try logging out and logging in again. Okay, let me do that. Okay, I think I'll do that. Thank you very much. I think I'll just do that. I'll log out and I'll log in again. All right, thank you very much. Let's see if we can do that. All right, people, I'm hoping that this works now, is better now. Okay. All right, Kamsi, I think I see you now. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank
Finally.
you. Okay, so let's see. All right, so I think we're back. If you can see us again, please just let us know that you can see us and you can hear us. Sorry for all of these glitches. We didn't we didn't think. Finally, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Anya. You've been very, very helpful. All right, so let's go right back into it. So, Kamsi, we're talking about you having, if you've heard purpose thrown at you and all of that. And you said to be frank, it hasn't been like that. So, how has it been? How was purpose introduced to you? Right.
Well, to be honest, it started from when I was 7, when my mom was asking me what she thinks I could do to gain exposure and to see how I can impact others. But I think that my parents have always had purpose in their minds for me. They've grown into me different skills that I need in my life. They taught me about my kingdom life, my faith, my prayers, my beliefs. They've talked to me about leadership, my leadership goals, which I set, how I can serve others and be a good leader. I, I've learned about how I can leisure reading, one thing that you cannot do without. Mm, I've learned that it's been grown. I've learned quite a lot about my skills. I've been working on how I can train my skills. Like my mom always tells me and I'm sure will never stop telling me about is how I should take 1 hour or 30 minutes working on every of my interests every day. So those are most of those skills that my mom and dad have all are really big on when they've been trained the way they've trained me in my 10 years of life. Okay, thanks.
All right, all right. So basically, you're trying to say that why purpose was not shoved at you, and why, it wasn't like, sit down, we need to talk about purpose. It was a case of you've been trained with skills that can help you reach your purpose, or with skills that you need to be equipped with so that you can stay focused on your purpose, isn't it?
Exactly.
So from what I'm
Exactly.
hearing, I can hear, okay, that your parents have been focused on your kingdom life. They've been focused on leadership skills. They've been focused. I heard leadership. I heard kingdom life. I heard what else did I hear from what you said?
Leisure
I
reading.
heard what?
Leisure reading.
Okay, I heard reading because they're big on reading. So there's been reading, there's been leadership, there's been kingdom life. So did they I mean how did they present the academic part of your life, or the academic skills to you? Is it like they left that out, or that is still part of the skills
It
that they
is
helped you with
very
in your
still in
schooling?
those skills. Of course, life, as you always say to me, is a balance. You need a bit of everything, a bit of the academics. You need a bit of the academics. You need a bit of the skill. You need a bit of everything. That is what makes you a wholesome person. So of course, academics was there, of course, but and my dad is very big on the academics. My mom is big too, and she always tells me that I should own the scores that I get, and I should always improve. In addition, she taught me about being consistent about my academics and to be able to study on my own. I've worked for years on that, and now I'm able to easily pick my homework and do without anybody having to tell me that. Okay, thank you.
All right. So basically, it's been steps, 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 steps. So
Baby steps.
you've talked about a couple of skills that your parents have had. I mean, your parents have introduced you to, and all of that. Now, have you had struggles in any area of these skills? Have you had? Is there anything that you struggled with? I mean, the reading, is it like you just jumped? I mean, right from when? I mean, when did you even start reading, or when did they start reading, or introducing reading to you? And is it like all these things have always been easy, or they've come easy for you?
No, they haven't always come easy for me. They don't always come easy for anybody. That's something else that you and daddy always say to me. We are all a work in progress. Every A quote that I've heard a lot of the time in my school: every expert was once a beginner. So I've worked hard, and you and daddy have supported me a lot finding my purpose. So reading, of course, was not easy for me for a long time. Mommy had to always be the one prompting me, Kamsi, go and read a book. But when I was like 5 or 6, I'd gladly go pick up a science book or an encyclopedia on my own and read, but never a novel. One thing that really spurred me to start reading novels on my own was 30-day book challenge. It was a challenge where you'd read 30 books in 30 days and journal every day. So I did that challenge at first reluctantly, but after that, I was thanking my mom wholeheartedly for telling me about it. Now I'm easily able to pick up a book and get carried away in it. That's one thing that's good about the skill of reading. You can just pick up a book and use it to while away time. Okay, does that answer the question?
Yeah, he does answer the question. Thank you very much, gentlemen. All right, so let's go to something else, right? Yeah. We talked about purpose. I have some questions for you. You said I should ask you questions, so let me be looking at the
Of
questions.
course.
Okay, so that was the first time. So yeah, so you just wrote a book. Yay! So
Yay!
I'm
Yay!
excited about it. Are you excited about your new book?
I am really excited. Right.
All right, so you just wrote a book, and in that book, you decided to title it "Baby Steps to Purpose." So I coined this conference from the book, right? "Baby Steps to
Yeah.
Title." It was one of the titles that you of the 3 or 4 titles that we considered, right? And then with the help of my followers and you and all of that, we were able to settle
Yeah.
for that one, "Baby Steps to Purpose." So I want to ask, right? I want to ask you, how did you arrive at that title? Why "Baby Steps to Purpose"?
Okay. It's a bit of a long story. So ever since I was 6, I began to journal my day and what I've learned. So my mom and I decided that when I turned 10, I'd make my decade project a book. I put together my journal into a book, and that's why I call this Baby Steps to Purpose. It's my journey for my 10 years of existence. That's why I chose the Baby Steps to Purpose.
So basically, you're saying this "Baby Steps to Purpose," this book that you have, is actually, it's not something that you sat today and you just started. I mean, it's not something that is
Yes,
coming from a fresh place or anything. This is from your journal. This is
yes.
you sitting down
Straight
and
from
going
the
from
journal.
one day or one heading in your journal. That's what you're doing. That's how this book is coming about.
Yes, one day
So
at a
you're saying
time.
that you're writing this book without having to stress too much. That's what you're saying.
It's not stressful at all because I've journaled all these things throughout my life every day. So it was easy just putting it together into a book, which we've called Baby Steps to Purpose. And pre-order is open.
All right then. So what do you, I mean, what's the goal of the book? What do you aim to achieve with that book? What's the essence? We love to do
Wow.
essence. We love to, they say
Yes.
your generation is a generation of answers. Why? Right? You're constantly
Why?
asking why.
Yes.
Your generation is constantly asking why. So let us borrow a cue from you and ask you why. You too. Why?
Okay. So the essence of writing this book is to teach other people my age or about my age grade uh, through my own journeys throughout my life and throughout to finding purpose, my journey to finding purpose. This is why I chose that name, and this is the essence of this book.
Okay. All right. Amazing. Amazing. Now you were listening to with me. You joined when Mr. Uki was
Yes, it was a
giving this
mind
session.
blowing.
Right. It was mind blowing, right? Good.
Yeah.
What was I? I even lost my thoughts. Okay. During that session, there was something he said. There's something he said that I wanted to remember. What was it that he said? Okay. He said something about access. He said something about
Access.
parents giving their children access. Parents, in other words, supporting their children, isn't it?
Yes,
So
that
what I
is
mean,
one thing that stuck when I watched that series. I want to say again, give a round of applause for Mr. Uke. His session was amazing. It was inspiring. So about the access, that's one of the things that really hits me. Giving your children access to all these things, not just forcing them to do it, giving them access and It's also teaching them the benefits. That's my point of view about that. Teaching them the benefits of this thing and giving them the access to it. That's something my mom has told me a lot. She's giving me access to all these things. That's why I started my YouTube channel, Camp Seeds Network. So I started the YouTube channel. My mom wanted to give me access to all these things, to be access to the platform so I'm able to use it and gain exposure for myself. Okay?
An expression also, right?
Yes, expression.
All right. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So now when we talk baby steps, right? When we talk baby steps, it means
Yes.
what you're doing. I mean, in succession, what you're doing gradually. That's what I think, and that's what in my understanding, right? What you're doing gradually, what you're doing, step by
Gradually,
step.
baby
Well,
steps, step
yeah.
by step. You don't have one big leap in one day is not as good as taking baby steps every day. That's something I learned from the head of school in my school. She taught us about that once.
Okay, she taught you that okay, you don't need to take big leaps. All you need to take is one step at a time, right?
Yes,
All right.
yes,
All right.
that's
So
right.
we heard in your profile, that you are an entrepreneur. You have skills in public speaking. We heard that you run a YouTube channel, and then you have skills in Microsoft, and then you're very interested and you're very passionate about technology. So, is there any of these skills you want to share? I mean, any of these areas you want to share with us the baby steps that you have taken or how you have come thus far in any one or two of these areas? You have a story to tell us?
Yes, I do. But before I do, I need to say something that you reminded me of when you talked about the different things in my profile. Something that you've taught me about many times, getting multiple streams of income. You shouldn't just do one thing. You should have many different things that you're good at, that you're able to do. So I hope that is something you can pick up. So then my public speaking experience. It started on a fateful day, a concert in school. I didn't want to take part in even one presentation. So class after class, presentation after presentation, dance after dance, song after song. My mom had rushed to get me something nice to wear and come to see me. But after watching, she didn't see me in even one performance. And where was I? The playground. I was in the playground having what I thought was the fun of my life. When I got home, my mom wasn't mad at me and did talk about it till the next day. She called me and asked me, why didn't you do anything yesterday? And I said to her, because I don't like people seeing me. I don't like being in public. So we had a deal that day that I try my best to enter every school presentation, and we worked towards it. So every day after school, I would meet mommy and teach her about what I had learned that day. We'd make videos, go outside, do experiments until the day that mommy decided that I need to get a platform to show this. That's where the birth of my YouTube channel was. And then soon enough, my mom decided I need to hone this skill. That's when she got me my first public speaking coach. We worked for a few months, and now I'm way better than I was before at public speaking. Okay. So, what experience do you think I
Amazing.
said now? What experience should I
Amazing. So
say
that's
now?
I didn't hear that.
Yes, I can hear.
Okay, I think I didn't hear the last thing you said. What was the last thing you said?
The last thing I said was, what experience should I share next? Should I talk about
Okay. I don't know which other one do you want to share with us. It's you. It's you on
my
the baby steps.
entrepreneurship journey?
Your what?
Okay, my
Your
entrepreneurship journey.
entrepreneurship journey. Okay.
So, It all started on a day my mom had wanted to talk to me about what I could do to make a difference. So it started, I began something from when I was in entrepreneurship club. I started a small juice business, case Untitled Casey juice. So I went from selling 5 or 10 bottles, and then and they and I began improving, and now I sell over 50 plus bottles every week for 300 or 350 naira thereabout. So, like I said, it's the baby steps you take today that will lead to who you are tomorrow. That's why it's so
Amazing.
important to take baby steps.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. So, when you started this business, right? When you started this business,
Yes.
how did you get your capital to start a business? Because I'm sure by now you know so much about capital and all of that. So, how did that happen? Can you take us through that process? Because sometimes they're children, the young children who are interested in probably starting a business, but they don't know how to start that business. They don't know how to go about it. And sometimes it doesn't necessarily have to be like a business you're making money. It could just be something that you're creating, right? It could be something that you're creating first, and then from that creativity, you're blessing people with it, and then with time, you begin to earn from it, right? So really, 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 if I mean, there's a child sitting down here and he has at the back of his mind to start a business. Okay,
Okay.
how would he start? How did you start? How did you get that capital? What pushed you? What pushed you? Did you get support? Did you get inspired? I mean, let us know.
Okay. It started from the entrepreneurial club in us. Our head of school announced the beginning of a new after school activity, the entrepreneurial club, that taught us how to start a business and make it a part of the economy. Our teacher, Miss Fatuli, was a very warm person and taught us through videos and asked us what we learned afterwards. She was the one that gave me that capital, which was 500 naira, that I used to begin my business. It was an end of year project where we were supposed to turn the 500 naira capital into a small business. And after that, as you guessed, I decided to continue. It was a long process. But as they say, take baby, as I've said multiple times, I'm pretty sure in this conference, take baby steps, right?
Amazing, 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 amazing. You have any other experience you want to share with us, sir?
Reading. One
Oh,
thing that
reading. Okay,
was
so
it.
share with us your reading experience.
So I'm sure I've mentioned some of these things during the course of this presentation, but I'm going to share them again. So, reading was something that didn't come easy for me, to be honest. I would never pick a book on my own and read, though we had so many in the house, until I began getting encyclopedias. But wait, before the encyclopedia, we always, since I was 1 or 2, before I could even understand, my mom kept reading me bedtime stories. And sometimes she still does from the books that she wrote. So we read bedtime stories every day, and now it's become a habit. Though now I couldn't pick a novel on my own once I started getting encyclopedias. I enjoyed spending hours looking into the encyclopedia and getting new facts about different things. So while getting those facts, I would never read a novel. Never would you catch me reading a novel. Until one day my mom had just come back from the bookshop and she kindly threw a book at me saying, I hope you like it. It was titled Geronimo Stilton and the Mystery of the Emerald Eye. At first, I read through it and then I got to something I didn't really like. Then I went to read the table of contents and I found something I thought was scary. And immediately I hid the book away. I hid it. at the very back of the bookshelf, so that I would never see it again. Like I tried my best to disown the book. Until one day my mom was tidying and then she said, Fancy, have you read the book Emerald Eye? At that time, I was really scared because now my mom had found out. I quickly went to tell her that I had found something scary inside, and she laughed and then said, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, or should I say chapter in this case. So after that, I read on, and guess what? When I got to the part I had considered scary, it wasn't that scary at all. In fact, it wasn't scary at all. Okay? And then from that day on, I started liking that series. And from that series, as my mom taught me about variety, I began reading different books. And now, as I said before, I can just be reading a book and I'll drift off to sleep just like that. Another
All
thing that
right.
really
So
sparked
beautiful.
the Another thing that really sparked the light of reading in me was the 30-day book challenge, which I'm sure I've talked about today. 30 books in 30 days. And we journal these books every day. Okay, so that's my
All right.
experience.
So thank you so much, Kamsi Ochuku. Thank you. It's been amazing having you speak with us. Today we're speaking with young people, and it's been amazing talking to you. All right. So we would have to go right now because Daddy Posh is supposed to
Okay.
come up at 5 o'clock because of all these glitches we dragged. So we will have to go right now. So we want to say a huge, huge, huge thank you. Do you have any word to say to parents about your book? What do you want to say to them about your book, please? You want to tell
Okay,
them to
so
order
my
your
book,
book?
it's an amazing resource. It's my baby steps, as I said, the baby steps I've taken from when from since when I was born till now where I'm 11. So it's a really good resource for your child to have. And you need to know my mom herself has also written a new book, The Mentor Parent. So that's something you need to get. You can get it as a compilation. You get the mentor parent book for the parents, and the child can get the baby steps book. All right, thank you and bye for now. Sorry about all the internet glitches. Like I always say, network chooses the worst possible times to glitch. But nevertheless, it's been a great class for me, and I hope everyone has learned from this.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you so much.
bye for now. Thank
Thank you very
you.
much, MCO. Thank you, everyone who has joined us. I hope you got value. Please let any questions you have, please write them in the comments, and I will get Kamsi to respond to them. He doesn't do internet, but he will do this one to respond to you. Oh, sorry, he doesn't do social media, but he will do this to respond to you. So thank you very much. Please don't go away. Just log back right in because we're going to have another session with the amazing Daddy Posh. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kamsi, for doing this. We
Okay, thank
celebrate
you.
you. Bye.